Alright, so I'm gonna be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I was not expecting to make, a video on this game again. Like, literally, you guys remember like a few months ago, there was Ascender Incremental, and it was a pretty popular game on, the For You page. And yeah, well, since like it's 6 months or whatever of just like no updates and like no news, the game has updated, but not only that, it apparently also has like one of the biggest updates yet from what I've been told. So yeah, guys, you know what that means? It means that we have a lot of grinding to do, and of course, a lot of stuff that we need to go ahead and max out. So yeah, feel free to like and subscribe with notifications on if you do want to see more videos on this game, and also feel free to join my Discord server. It's going to be linked in the description. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into this. Alright, so first things first, what exactly has been added? Hold on, is there like maybe like an update log we can have a look at? Okay, so on the Discord over here, it seems like the main premise of this update is that there's a whole new realm with like a bunch of new tiers and rune packs and runes and whatnot. But then as we go ahead and scroll down, it seems like that there is kind of a lot more stuff, like there's a bunch of like, bug fixes and changes, but obviously there's also new stuff because, for example, if I scroll down over here to this shutdown, apparently there's, once again, new runes, new upgrades, so clearly the game is updating quite often, and yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to check out absolutely everything inside of this video, but I guess I'm going to try my best, So yeah, let's, I guess, get started by probably checking out whatever that Realm 2 thingy is. So hold on a minute. Alright, so at the very center of the map here is the realm teleporter. So in order to unlock the next realm, we are going to be needing 50 non-alien prisms. Now, I am pretty sure I do have that amount. Yes, I have well over enough, meaning that we can just go ahead and buy it, and yeah, I guess we can teleport on through. Now, what exactly does this world have to offer? Well, we have a talent tree, we have some kind of like droplets thingy over here. Okay, we'll have a look at that in just a moment. We have a tickets place over here where we can like spend, the tickets that we've already gotten in order to get some small upgrades. Then from there, is there anything else at the moment? No, that seems to be relatively it. Okay, I guess we might as well have a look properly over here at the droplets. So what are these? Can I like, grab these? Okay, no, these seem to be like a button system where I can exchange droplets for water in itself. Okay. Right now, I have around 4k of these droplets, meaning that I can get a droplets upgrade, and can I get a waters upgrade? No, I need 10 quadrillion, which is quite a lot. However, I guess for time being, we can go ahead and get ourselves some water. Now, what exactly this water does? I don't really know. I'm going to assume that it probably increases your droplets gain, because as soon as I got it, I am already noticing like a huge multiplier on my droplets. In fact, have a look over here. So right now it's around 1k or 2k every single tick, right? And then when I go ahead and get, a bunch of water, it's all of a sudden going to be, yeah, 7k, 8k per tick, meaning that, yeah, the more water we get, the more droplets we get. And then I guess with those droplets slash water, we can then go ahead and head on over to the talent tree and then probably, start working on stuff here. Now, is there anything here at the moment? No, it doesn't seem to be so. Okay, I guess we just haven't unlocked anything yet. Kind of makes sense, but then again, I don't know, maybe I'm missing out on something very important. But anyways, let's just quickly go ahead and start, spamming all these upgrades. I guess we might as well go ahead and get some, probably more water as well. Let's get this 1.82k. Awesome. Now I have around 3k water, which is really nice. Now, of course, we can get much more. So let's just quickly, once again, maybe AFK on this button for a little bit. And yeah, just have a look at the water going up. It's going up very, very fast. And obviously, every single time that happens, my droplets gain is going to be going up by a significant amount. Like, the longer I wait, the more it's gonna go up. In fact, there we go. We just reached 2 million per, I guess, 0.5 seconds, meaning that I can probably go ahead and start getting a bunch more upgrades now. Yeah, I can get some droplets upgrades, which is really, really nice. And now from here, what exactly is the next step to do? Okay, I have 440 million of the droplets, meaning that I can definitely move up probably like 2 buttons, and yeah, I'll be AFKing at around approximately the same amount. And then I guess for time being, we might as well have a look at, I guess, the brand new runes in the game. So if I remember correctly, all of the regular runes I've already maxed out. For example, basic, color, nature, polychrome, all of these are maxed out. However, when it comes to cryo, arctic, ultra and ancient and even galactic and the 5 millions as well. I haven't touched these at all, meaning that, you know, there's probably a lot of, I guess, potential in, you know, upgrading them. Plus as well, by the way, as I was talking, I can already get a bunch more droplets upgrades, just like so. And now that I'm already getting billions and billions of droplets, I can probably move up a button or two once again. Yeah, I can go over here and... okay, wow, my droplets gain is going insane. Now at 10 billion per 0.5 seconds. Alright, I think you guys kind of get the idea now, right? A lot of this, like, grinding is, at the very moment, is just going to be involving me moving up a few buttons every so often, and as well up pressing this button every so often. So what I guess I'm going to do is, let me AFK here for around 5-10 minutes, right? And then I'll catch you guys once we... I don't know, maybe we're at like this button over here or something. I'm not entirely sure. And then from there, I guess you guys kind of get the idea. I probably will be able to tier up to tier 11. And then from there, I don't know, maybe we'll be able to, like, I don't know, hatch some brand new runes. Maybe have a look at the talent tree over here that we haven't unlocked yet. You kind of get the idea. So let's end off this little section of the video by, I guess, getting a little bit of a multiplier. Yeah, let's get a 1.2x boost on both of everything. And without further ado, let's cut back when some progression has been made. And okay, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we are now back after around 10 minutes of grinding. And let's just say we did manage to reach the very final water droplets button, meaning that I guess for the time being this area is kind of done, because I am not entirely sure what exactly I can do now. Actually, wait, maybe I do know what I can do, because from what I've heard, the new runes, apparently they do help with, like, you know, this like winter world place. Now, if I remember correctly, they are going to be found in the Hall of Flame? Ah, sorry, my bad, I meant the Hall of Fame. Yeah, this is where we're gonna find them, and then I guess, okay, it costs tickets. That's interesting. Alright then, I guess we might as well go ahead and wait, hold on a minute. Should I probably stop for a second? Yeah, hold on. Let me turn off my rune luck, right? Because I do want to get some of the normal ones, you know, just like noob tier 1. Alright, there we go. That's a few of the noob ones obtained. And now all that's really left to do is, I guess, use the rest of our tickets. Boom, there we go. Yeah, now the game is basically, you know, making fun of me, telling me to get more tickets. But now, hopefully, we should be much better. Or at least I hope so. Let's see. So 3 times droplets, okay. 13 times energy, 1.6x prisms. Alright, that's very interesting. So apparently this master one is the only one that is actually increasing my droplets gain, and it isn't even by that much. Alright, then I do kind of hope that, you know, I didn't end up wasting like all of my tickets. Like, for example, would this have been a better option to go for the 5 million royal? Probably, yeah, but there's nothing I can really do now, right? Wait, actually, I'm a little bit curious. So, okay, I am getting tickets right now at a relatively decent rate, around like 50 or so every single, like, 5 to 10 seconds. Yeah, if I just quickly head back on over to the Hall of Fame, right? And then I open up maybe 1 or 2 of the royals. Let's have a look, right? Let's see if any of these are like worth anything. So, what did we get? Wait, what? Okay, I think the game bugged out a little bit, so let's try again. This time, can I get anything? Okay, I got 55 gilded and 1 royalty. So, let's see. So, this is going to be increasing tickets gain, droplets gain, rune luck, flame, and 56 times energy. Okay, that's awesome. Really liking the tickets multiplier and as well the droplets multiplier. Wait, actually, as a matter of fact, wait, if it's a 12 times multiplier, right? Does that mean that when I head on back to Realm 2, I'll be able to get like a bunch of like droplets now? Yeah, wait, hold on a minute. I can spam this button a few times, which is really, really awesome. And I can also spam that button a bunch of times. Now, we're getting around 6 octillion water every single, like, tick or so. And then, yeah, okay, this is definitely starting to move really fast. In fact, we're so close. We're 80% of the way there to tier 11. All right, I think I understand the strategy now. We need to get more tickets so then we can get more of the royal runes. And then from there, use those royal runes in order to get the droplets multiplier, and then convert that droplets multiplier back over here so then we can get, you know, even more droplets, a bunch more water, and I guess you guys kind of get the point. So, you know, we're going to be getting rich in droplets. Alrighty, it seems like we are just about to finally hit tier 11. So 3, 2, 1, and awesome. we can now tier up. So let's head on back over to realm number 1 and let's see what exactly is this tier up going to be giving us. So the next tier boost, we're going to be getting 3 times droplets, 1.5 times water. We will unlock the freeze reset. Then as well we have 2 new talents and as well unlocks playtime streak rewards. Okay, let's quickly go ahead and tier up just like so. Now I guess we should start off probably at the 2 brand new talents. So let's see, are the talents going to be in realm number 2, you know, like that second talent tree that we had seen? Let's go ahead and let's have a look. Yes, it is. Awesome. Now we're going to be needing 1 UD prisms, which I have more than enough. Okay, so now we're going to be getting 27 times droplets, which is really good. And then from there, we're going to be needing even more prisms. So then that way we can go ahead and get ourselves a water multiplier. Okay. Now, I believe these are the only 2 new talents that we have at the moment, meaning that I don't really need to focus too much on prisms. However, that doesn't mean that, you know, we can start slacking off. You know, we still have some, you know, work to do. So let's, I guess, get started off by probably working on getting a water multiplier, you know, because like the quicker that we start maxing out this like droplets thingy, you know, the quicker things are going to begin to move. So let's start spamming this droplets upgrade button. Okay, then let's quickly go ahead and get some water upgrades because, you know, why not? Then from there, we just keep on moving down until eventually we get to, I guess, this button over here. And then we just start spamming all of these buttons. Yeah, we're going to be reaching the spot that we literally like lost before practically immediately. So, yeah, let's just quickly start spamming all these buttons. And then, yeah, that's the final button already unlocked. And if I go ahead and quickly upgrade all of this a few times, I believe that, yeah, we're already pretty much at a NODE, which is, you know, where we had gone ahead and reset. Oh yeah, by the way, 2 things I do want to point out. Number 1 over here, I did actually go ahead and spend a little bit of my Robux tokens, you know, the tokens that you get from just playing the game normally. Now, where exactly is it? I believe it is it here? I think it's here. Wait, hold on a minute. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, wait, hold on a minute. How did I get all of these boundless and stuff? Well, yeah, someone ended up buying 2,500 Ultra Runes. So, thank you, Karmasita, and thank you, Iris. But yeah, I guess since it's kind of useless now, I did spend a little bit of Robux go to tokens getting this 1 boundless. But since I have 7 now, I'm now getting extra rune luck, sorry, rune bulk, 2.75x tickets, and basically a bunch more rune speed, 2 times chromium, 4 times all stats. You kind of get the idea. And yeah, apart from that though, we're also going to be getting a bunch of water, AP, ice, and then did we get some ancient stuff? No, I don't believe so. All right. And oh yeah, just quickly showcasing the 5 million royal. This is what it's kind of looking like, you know, around 5k gilded, 28 royalty, and nothing really after that. Yeah, we still have a lot of work to do here. But anyways, over here we have stay in game for as long as possible to get, you know, some certain buffs, you know, rune luck and rune bulk. Okay, then over here we have the freeze resets that we saw before. So in exchange for 10 quintillion droplets, I can go ahead and get myself 10 times droplets, 3 times water, and another 2 new talents. So let's quickly get that. Can I go ahead and get it again? I don't believe so. Wait, hold on a minute. Let me get some water because I want to see if this is like something that I repeat over and over, or is it just like something else? Wait, can I freeze again? No, I can't. Okay, so for the next one, we will get 20 times water, 2 times AP, unlocks ice, and auto buys power upgrades. Okay, 25 DE droplets. That is kind of nothing. I mean, if I go ahead and get myself some water over here, yeah, we can already get this freeze upgrade, so let's get that. Now, the next one, 3 times ice, 5 times water, 1 new talent, and unlocks the cryo rune. Now, this is really important because when we go ahead and get this rune, it's going to be making grinding really easy. So let's just quickly buy all of this once again. Boom, boom, boom. And all right, there we go. That is, I believe, more than enough droplets. So yeah, once again, let's just quickly go ahead and get this. Wait, hold on a minute. Am I missing droplets? No, okay, there's only 3 freezes up till now. Okay. Do we have the cryo rune now? It should be like probably somewhere over here, I think. Okay, no, here it is. It's going to be costing 50 AP each. Now, wait, hold on a minute. Why do I not have any AP? Oh, did everything reset in like the first realm? Probably that's what's happened, right? Probably I need to like start buying everything again. Yeah, okay, I have a lot of work to do here. Yeah, not gonna lie, I did kind of forget, you know, some stuff about this game. Like, for example, when you tier up, everything, you know, kind of resets. So, yeah, that's kind of my bad, but I mean, don't worry. We are practically unlocking everything, you know, immediately. So, we're not really missing out on anything. In fact, there we go. I'm pretty sure that is the talent tree in the first world pretty much maxed out once again. All right. Does that mean that everything now in Realm 1 is going to be like an instantaneous, you know, max out? So let's have a look. Can I max this out? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. All right. Now, next up on our list for things to do is probably going to be the orbs over here, right? Because I can probably like upgrade this a lot. Yes, I can. What about all of this? We can also. Awesome. And yeah, after running around and pretty much almost maxing out everything, I mean, we have some brand new stuff over here that I haven't maxed out yet. Yeah, Realm 1 is relatively done. Now, I did notice that turns out I haven't actually unlocked AP yet, and what I mean by that is, from what I've been told, apparently AP is something that you do unlock inside of the talent tree, and obviously, in order to do that, we need more prisms, and turns out prisms are a little bit harder than what I originally thought they were. So yeah, what exactly does that mean? Well, honestly, I don't know. I mean, I can't really do this brand new rune just yet, and when it comes to like this other stuff, like, you know, the ice, I mean, the ice is relatively simple to understand, right? Like, ice increases water, water increases droplets, and then when you add all of that up together, eventually you just kind of get, you know, like a bunch and a bunch of, I guess, stats. However, it's kind of nowhere near enough. Like, if I really want to do like some decent progress, I am probably going to be needing, like, you know, this final ice amount, because like with 300 quadrillion ice is just simply not enough. And can I really afford anything else? I mean, I could technically go for this one over here, the 1.42 VT1. Actually, how close am I to that? Oh, nice. I actually have more than enough. So where was it? Here it is. Nice. However, even though we kind of like 10x'd our ice amount, it's still not enough. So let me tell you what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to be ending off today's video here. And the reason that I'm saying that is because if I want to get, you know, tier 12 and unlock the cryo rune and like max out the new talent tree, I am going to be needing to do a bunch of rune rolling on, I guess, technically the polychrome. Then from there, once I've gotten, you know, a bunch of, like, for example, refraction and, you know, the stuff that increases my prisms amount, I could then go to the Hall of Fame, roll a bunch of the royals, and then get myself, you know, a bunch of the gilded, a bunch of the royalty, and then, of course, all of these later runes. Then from there, I don't know, maybe I'll roll a little bit of the beginner, you know, get myself some of these ones that also increase prisms. For example, if I get a few more champions, I get 3x prisms, and then who knows, maybe Legend increases prisms, maybe Elite increases prisms. And even if they don't, I am going to assume that they are probably going to be increasing other important stuff, like, for example, Flesh, or Dropless, or maybe even Water. Then, of course, last but certainly not least, if any of you guys, you know, drop like tens of thousands of Robux on global runes, then, of course, the longer I AFK, the stronger I'm going to get. I mean, just have a look. Ancient. I believe this is like one of the best pay-to-win Robux runes in the game, and I have 8.23k Dust, 1.59k Bone, and I mean, yeah, the stats kind of speak for themselves. In fact, would you look at that? Apparently, the more glyphs I get, the more AP I'll get. And considering I'm probably going to be needing a lot of AP in order to roll the new rune, that's also going to be important. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you guys do want to see part 2 as soon as possible, then you know exactly what to do. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button with notifications on. And yeah, until next time, which is probably going to be, I don't know, maybe sometime tomorrow, maybe sometime on Saturday. It's gonna depend on how, I guess, OP I get. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one sometime in the very, very near future.